You have to wake up every single day and want it. When you leave college, how do you want to be remembered? But be very selective and very intentional about who you give your time to. Girl, stay away from them upperclassmen. I'm telling you, yeah, good things take time. This is the time to set yourself up for success. Reputation is everything. There's so many people who wish that they were in your position. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, then welcome back. I missed you. In today's video, we are coming at y'all live with another Talkative How episode, and today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know before attending college. Coming from a college senior, hello. If y'all haven't already watched part 1 and part 2, which was from a couple years ago, make sure y'all go do that. It'll probably be around some of the same type of topics, but just expanding a little bit more now that I'm, just a tad bit older and have a little bit more knowledge and have been navigating college, I feel like, very well for my last couple of years. I hope y'all enjoy what I have to say. If y'all also do want to see a little bit more about my college journey, make sure you guys go tune into HBCU Diaries. I have over 20 plus videos on the playlist already, and we are currently still filming more videos. So I'm happy to share my college life, and it's been such an experience. So I actually do have somewhere to go, so I should probably start doing my makeup while I'm sitting here rambling. But I feel like this would be a great video just because it is spring semester and my time at Jackson State University is winding down, and I feel like there are so many things that I wish I knew before attending college that I want to, give to you guys and drop some gems. So with that being said, if y'all haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications and share with your friends so you never miss an upload and so that you stay connected with me. Also, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok because it's back up, y'all. It's back running. I don't know for how long, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna take it and run with it, okay? Like, we have to stay focused, okay? We have to stay focused. We don't know how long we're gonna have TikTok, so we have to stay focused, y'all. So just a little bit about me and my journey at Jackson State, or not even just Jackson State, but college in general, and I kind of elaborate on this throughout each of these videos as well. But I am 21 years old. I am a third-year senior at Jackson State University. At Jackson State, I am currently pursuing my bachelor's degree. While in high school, I did have the opportunity to obtain my associate's degree, so I graduated at 18 with my associates as well, because the program that I was doing allowed me to take my junior and senior year at a community college. I got an Associates of Arts degree, which is basically just like a basic degree with your prerequisites and just all the necessary classes that you need for your major 2 years. So like I said, this is my third year at Jackson State. With me having my associates already, I was anticipating to graduate this December that just passed recently. However, I realized that that wouldn't have been the best decision for me, just with a lot of things going on, not even necessarily a lot of things going on at school, but I just wanted to be able to experience my college life a little bit longer. I also felt like, I'm sorry, I got to move his hair back a little bit. I also felt like I wanted to do a little bit more on campus and within school as well before leaving. I felt like I wanted to be able to leave knowing that I got the full experience and leave knowing that I made what I felt like would be my mark, and just be able to feel accomplished before leaving college. And I didn't really feel like that would have been the case had I left in December. I felt like going in, I was trying to just learn everything and learn the ropes of not just the school, but just the city, being away from home, which we are going to touch base on here shortly. I just kind of wanted to give y'all a rundown of me, who I am, and what I'm doing. With me having a little bit of college experience before even going to school, it was a little bit easier for me to kind of navigate my classes and navigate the coursework and the course load, but it isn't easy at all. If you are just coming from like high school, I would say it's definitely a huge difference in college than high school. About me, I am currently double majoring in entrepreneurship and accounting. With me deciding that I wanted to stay longer at Jackson State, I didn't have to add on another degree, but I chose to add on another degree to my studies just because I wanted to get another skill under my belt, and accounting is the only technical degree in the College of Business. And so I also feel like accounting is the way of business in itself. I feel like in order for you to run a successful company, you need to know the ins and outs of your financials and the financial decisions that you need to make. You need to know how to read all of the financial statements, and you just need to have inner working knowledge on how to do so many things in order for your business to stay afloat, and accounting really touches based on a lot of those things. Like I said, it is a technical degree, so with that being said, after college I do anticipate to get my CPA, which is your Certified Public Accountant certificate, and it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of studying that goes into it, and you need 150 credit hours to even be able to sit for the test and the exam. It's 4 parts. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of, But with me choosing to add on a double major, By the time I do graduate from Jackson State, I will have already accumulated 150 credit hours. Yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I felt like I do have a lot of inside knowledge on not just how to navigate not only a four-year university or four-year institution, not only an HBCU, but also community college as well. So I do feel like I've experienced so many different things. I think more so on just like, I would say, the ins and outs of how to navigate your early 20s, because essentially that's when you are, I wouldn't say thrown out to the wolves, but in college you really are like such a young person. You're so young, and you're navigating, I would say, a whole new venture, a whole new world, so many new experiences. And so I just don't want anyone to feel like they are going into this unprepared. So this is why I'm here. Look at me as not only your internet bestie, but your internet sister, anything like related to family, because we're family over here, okay? I absolutely adore YouTube. I love YouTube. Long form content is like, we like this, okay? So let's jump right into the topics that I have, because y'all got the spill on me. I feel like I'm a little bit qualified to be able to touch base on this topic. So number one, we're gonna start with things that you need to know, or things that you need to prepare for before even stepping foot on campus. And this has to do with getting the necessities and things that you need, whether that be dorm supplies, school supplies, essentials. Like, you're gonna need cleaning supplies, you're gonna need a broom, you're gonna need a mop, you're gonna need laundry detergent, you're gonna need all of those things. But you're also gonna want to do some shopping. You also want to get decor and all of that. Like me, I'm sure you had a summer job before you went to school, right? One thing that I would strongly suggest that you do before even coming to school is saving up and like stocking up on all of those things. Buy everything in bulk. Go to Sam's Club, go to Costco, go to Walmart, and get all the big stuff. Not even just that, like, make sure like you're accumulating stuff over time, so that way by the time it's time for you to even move into college, this is if, like, I wouldn't even say if you're not dependent on anybody, because like you're gonna definitely want some things for yourself. And if you have someone to help support you along the way, especially when you're moving in, or just even like I said throughout the summertime, if y'all are accumulating stuff over time and just like picking up little things here and there, it's definitely gonna be better for you, especially come move-in season, because everybody's gonna be cleaning out them shelves. They are not gonna care if you gotta move in tomorrow. They're not gonna care if, you know, like just get these last minute things. No, they're gonna sweep them up off the shelf. So you have to be first. You have to be first. You have to be thinking big. Don't be thinking small. Think big, okay? Because I'm telling you, by the time moving comes, everybody's going to be thinking the same thing. Everybody's going to be trying to get the same thing. Everybody's going to be in line at Costco, at line at Sam's Club, trying to stock up. If it's like stuff that you can get, like a little chips and, you know, like a little Tupperware, you know, just silverware, stuff like that, like just get it. I would also really recommend staying on campus your freshman year of college. I know it's kind of like, it's very different. Granted, I lucked up and had a great roommate, and me and her are still like this to this day, but I've heard a lot of, you know, roommate horror stories, but that kind of goes into my next point. I really would suggest staying on campus your freshman year, just because there are so many things that you will experience on campus as a freshman. I know everybody always talks about the parties, and we're gonna get to the parties and stuff later. The freshmen are a big, tight-knit community. Everybody, like, I personally feel like your class, well, not even personally feel like, that's just the way it is, but your class, you're gonna grow up with them throughout the years, and there are gonna be people who trickle and fall off. There are gonna be people who don't make it to graduation that you probably won't see in the next couple years. But I'm telling you, the freshmen are the people that you need to be clicking with. Girl, stay away from them upperclassmen. I'm telling you, they need, everybody say it, but don't do it. I promise you, it's not worth it. But I'm telling you though, the freshman class is the people that you need to be getting close to. If you're staying off campus, you're not gonna have time, or like you're not even gonna be involved enough to interact with them unless you get in orgs, like I'm gonna say next. Staying on campus, it gives you an entirely different experience than being a commuter. Your junior and senior year, even low-key sophomore year, is when you can probably start venturing off campus and letting some of them freshy newbies and stuff reside on campus. But I'm telling you, freshman year, you need to be on campus. And if you have a roommate, try and create a bond with them before y'all even get to campus. Because me and my roommate, that's kind of how we ended up clicking, like when we first met each other. It was because we was already like talking and texting and communicating before we even got there. Granted, it's not gonna be that easy to like click with people. It's not gonna be that easy for you to, like, you know how sometimes your vibe just don't automatically click with certain people. My whole thing was, especially by freshman year, baby, we have to see each other, live under the same roof, and be with each other 24/7. And when I tell you, I'm not finna be in no space where I'm uncomfortable. We had to get cool. We had to you know, we had to make friends because I promise you I wasn't doing it. Even if y'all are just sharing like, you know, little stories or things that y'all enjoy doing, or just little stuff. Like, it's the little stuff that goes a long way. Like, even if you are the first person to reach out, don't feel intimidated. Don't feel like, oh, like I don't know how they're gonna feel about me and none of that. Just go for it, because I promise you, you're going to want to be the most comfortable in your living space. And in order to do that, you're going to need to connect with your roommate. Hello. The one thing that I was like kind of shell shocked about, or just like wasn't really expecting, is the fact that it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. There are going to be days where you miss home, especially I would say if you go out of state for school. It's going to be hard. Me personally, I go to school in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. That's like 700 plus miles away. So you can already see where there's like okay, this is really different. Like, you know, I personally am like an outgoing person. I don't make friends. Like, I don't have a hard time making friends. You know, like, it's just second nature to me because like, you know. But like, no, seriously though, I've never really had a hard time making friends. So of course, coming to college 700 miles away, and then I didn't even get a freshman week, y'all, but that's another story for another day. Maybe after I graduate I'll tell y'all that. But it was just kind of like, it was really different for me because, one, you're coming to a space where you don't know, besides my roommate, let me just say that, besides my roommate, I'm coming into a space where I don't know anyone, they don't know me. And I was finding that, like I said earlier, you don't just click with every single person that you come across, or every single person that you meet. And a lot of the people that I was meeting, I'm a very like how I'm outgoing, I can make friends, but I'm telling you, them first couple times that me and you are in the same room, I promise you I'm scoping the scene. I promise you I'm not talking for real. I promise you you're not going to see my personality for real, because do you deserve that? I have to see first, because I'm not giving you the whole package just yet, especially if you're not worthy of it. Okay, if that's kind of what it was for me. I was going out with people, I was being in these like circles or friend groups, or like just outings with people, and like I was not connecting with a lot of people. And this also was because I stayed in my room a lot freshman year. Aside from me going out and hanging out with people, I was in my room a lot. I was not in any orgs. I don't think I was in any orgs freshman year. I was also just like kind of to myself, because I felt like I was trying to compare these new people that I was meeting that don't know me from a can of paint, whose morals are not the same, who ride off and feed off of attention. I was in so many, like, I just felt out of place, because it's like, ain't none of y'all real for real. Like, what's the tea? Like, ain't none of y'all real. Like, so that's just kind of how it was for me. But I realized that I had to, okay, one, get involved. I had to, two, still stick to me and my morals and my values, and just be who I am authentically. You don't always have to fit into a space that's not meant for you, you know? That just was like my second point. If you might not have a easy time making friends, but that's okay, because your group and your core authentic people that you're meant to be around will come to you. And that's kind of what happened. That's definitely what happened to me my second year of college, just being more involved on campus and like finding like-minded people, because they're out there. I promise you they're out there. Like, and everybody, like I said, is not going to be like your friends back home. They're not going to be like your friends that you've had for years and years and years. Granted, those relationships can definitely develop while you're in college, but sometimes off bat, like, you don't mesh with everyone well, and that's okay, because your core friend group, or your core one friend, you don't even need a whole friend group. Your one friend that you click with, your one friend that you need in your life will eventually come to you. But don't feel like that you have to change who you are, that you have to change yourself, or you have to, you know, adjust things that are important to you just so that you can have friends, because I promise you it's not worth it. But with that though, I feel like you need to know that college is a space and a time where you will develop, like, the character development is going to be so real. And that's if you come for the right reasons and you have clear and set intentions before coming to college. It's going to work out in your favor if you use it to your advantage. And this is just like connections, this is, you know, like I said, friendships. This is like taking the time for you to actually resonate and sit with yourself and be like, okay, I'm doing this for me. Like, you know, it's really like you have to have that type of mindset. Like, this is my time to experience new things. This is my time to put myself in situations and spaces that I never thought that I would be in. You need to have a focused mindset going into college. Don't go into it distracted, I would say. Don't go into it distracted. And I know everybody says it, but you really might need to go into college single. I'm not gonna lie. You might need to go into college single. And take that how you want to, but you probably will. Also, reputation is everything. Everything. How do you want to be remembered when you leave college? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered? And I'm gonna keep stressing that because it's so key. It's really the key to your success. Like, this is just like an example. If you go to college and you go to a party and you get blackout drunk and you're throwing up everywhere, stumbling across the party, doing a whole bunch, acting a fool, getting rowdy with people are gonna remember that. And it's not even gonna be people that you know. Like, they're not even gonna be able to pinpoint you by name. Somebody will just be like, hey, you went to that party the other day? And they'll be like, yeah, you seen that girl who was doing this? And then every time they see you, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's that girl who got drunk at that party and was tore up. Like, you know, you don't want to be remembered as that type of girl. You don't. You need to be very mindful, very demure, okay? And also, like, that's just like party etiquette. But talking to a whole bunch of boys, no. That's why you need to focus on them studies. I'm telling you, girls, like, not even just girls, boys too, will remember the girl who was in the boys' dorm hall every day, the girl who was running around campus with all type of boys, who was getting passed around doing this and that. That's what you're going to be remembered for. I'm telling you, be mindful, be demure, not even just with boys, y'all, but be very selective and very intentional about who you give your time to. And this is like friendships too, because I'm telling you, people will start to group you together. Say one of the girls that you hang out with has that type of reputation, they're automatically gonna assume that you're the same way. And that's just real. You don't even have to roll like that. You don't even have to be that type of person. But I'm telling you, if you spend your time with that, they're gonna start to believe that that's the type of vibe that you like, you know? So you just have to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, I'm telling you. And that just goes to my next point, that you don't have to be like everybody else. Just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean that you have to follow suit. Stand your ground. Don't let peer pressure get in the way of the things that you have set for yourself. Because I'm telling you, these things follow you throughout your entire 4 years and long after. Because there are so many people that you're going to meet that you might need in the future. We're all here for the same reasons. We're all here to be successful people, especially at an HBCU. We're here to be successful Black women and men. So just be mindful of that, okay? I was just touching base on this as well in the beginning, to join orgs, to get out there, to be involved. And not just be involved on campus, but be involved in the community, especially if you're in a new environment. Okay, my friend's texted me that she's finna be on the way, so we gotta hurry this up. Don't be in your room, y'all. Don't be in your room. And I'm gonna be very vulnerable with y'all and tell y'all, my mental health was shot freshman year, the lowest it had ever been in my entire life. And I know it's because I wasn't following these tips that I'm giving y'all. Good things take time, yeah, good things take time. But I'm telling you, like, get involved. Most universities have orgs for everything. Like, so just at least if you're involved in one organization, so that way you are able to put yourself in a position with people who, like I said, are like-minded, people who like the same things as you, people who may stand for the same things as you. But it's also just like being involved on campus puts you in so many rooms. I've had the opportunity to travel to places like North Carolina, Atlanta. I even studied abroad in the summer, y'all. And this was not with Jackson State, but without Jackson State, I would have never known about the organization that I did attend Barcelona with. And if y'all want to go check out my study abroad vlogs, I also do have a whole playlist of my vlogs, so y'all can go watch that as well. But it's like stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things that you never thought that you would be able to do is really what college is all about. And I feel like being involved in organizations is kind of catered to, like I said, the things that you like. On our campus, professors have to be advisors of the organization. So if you're involved in an org consistently, the professors that are advisors for those orgs are going to be like, oh yeah, I know such and such, she's in my org, you know? And that goes to my next point, is like making connections with professors. That is very important, especially in the long run. You never know when you're going to need a recommendation letter for something. I'm telling you, you're going to need a recommendation. If you're dead serious about college, you're going to need a recommendation for something, whether that be a scholarship, an internship. You're going to need a recommendation. For study abroad, I needed a recommendation for that. Internships, sometimes you do need recommendations, and not even sometimes you need recommendations. Sometimes professors can put you on to internships. They can give you internships because they know you, because they know your work ethic, because they know what you're capable of, because they know your leadership skills. It's just kind of like, college is a word of mouth type of vibe. It's a word of mouth type of vibe. So you need to be networking. You need to be putting your foot in the door. Like I said, how do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered for making this organization better that you may be involved in? Do you want to be known for being the girl who, you know, went out of her way to start a new organization on campus. There's so many different things that you can do and be involved in. So don't take it for granted, because this is the time to set yourself up for success. And I literally didn't understand that going into college, which is kind of like my next point. Going into college, all you really need is an idea of what you want to do. You don't have to know specifically unless you're really passionate about something. Like for me, I know that there wouldn't have been anything else that I would want to study other than business, just based on the simple fact that I want to be a successful entrepreneur. And with being an entrepreneur, it's not just, oh, I made a booking site and I'm taking clients and this is how it's going to be. No. Especially if you want to own a company. Like if you want to own a successful Fortune 500 company, you need to know the ins and outs and workings of a business. And that goes from taxes down to marketing, that goes down to management, that goes down to financing, that goes down to supply chain. If you're going to have a company like that, that goes to nonprofits, for-profits, all of that. You need to know so much stuff to run a business that it's not even funny. And it's so many different things that go into it. I just knew that was right for me, you know, but I knew that. Some people, they go into college thinking that they want to start something, and then they get there and they're like, well, no, this actually isn't for me. And that's okay, because you can switch your major at any time, especially those first 2 years. Some majors have prereqs that you need to take your freshman and sophomore year that are kind of like, okay, now you backing out. It's kind of like crazy. But a lot of the times you're going to just be taking your basic classes, and that's like goes anywhere from biology to probably need a college 100 or success class. Probably like, I can't even remember what I took. I was 17 years old. I don't even remember. What else I take? Like physics, stuff like that. Calculus, algebra, like those type of classes are what the classes that you're going to be taking your first couple years. So you'll have ample amount of opportunity. If you already don't know what you want to do, you'll have a little bit of opportunity to figure that out. But along with that, if you already do have an idea of what you want to do, I'm telling you, as soon as you step foot on that campus, you need to get involved in them orgs. You need to go to the career fairs. You need to make sure that you have a resume. And if you don't already, they're probably going to start talking about resumes in senior year of high school. But make sure that resume is tight, okay? Make sure it's tight. And make sure that if they have opportunities in internships for freshmen in your career field, take it. If you have the opportunity to do an internship every summer, take it, because it's going to give you so much experience in your field that by the time you graduate, they already gonna be like, oh yeah, any job that you apply for, you're gonna get, just because you already have the experience. But it's okay if you don't do internships your freshman year, but I highly recommend doing one your sophomore year, because getting on campus, like I said, is going to be, you know, your new environment. You're going to need to learn how to live on your own. So it's okay to take that first year to dedicate to academics, because that's what I did. Only thing that I regret, well, I'm not going to say I regret it, because I have no regrets, because everything happened the way it's supposed to, and I wouldn't be here sharing my story if I didn't. But if you just want to dedicate your freshman year to focusing on your studies, at least be involved in one organization. That's what I highly recommend. I kind of sped through this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm finishing up my makeup now. I'm glad I did speed through it though. I really hope that these tips was helpful for y'all, because these are really all things that I really wish that I knew before I attended college. And it's just like, you can get so wrapped up in the world around you that, like, I feel like these last 4 years, three years, almost 4, have went by so fast. I held off on graduating last semester because I wanted a little bit more time, and now it's just kind of like the clock is like still ticking again. Like it's always constantly running. That's why I'm like telling y'all, if y'all don't take nothing from me off this channel, take these notes. I'm telling you, take them, because you need them. If you're not gonna do nothing in college, take the leap of faith. If you on the fence about doing something right now, or you don't know what to do, or you don't know if you should take that internship, you don't know if you should do, if you in college, if you don't know if you should do something, the answer is yes. I'm just playing. Don't listen to me. No, listen to me, but don't listen to me. If it's not the best for you, don't do it. But if you are holding off on doing something out of fear, if anything, college is the time and the place to take that leap of faith. Take it, just do it. Whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, whether it's you want to go out for a scholarship, you want to join that org, just do it. And like I said, it's not going to be easy. There are going to be times where you're burnt out. School is very hard. Like, you have to wake up every single day and want it. Like, you have to. I feel like I said this in my last video, but it really is a sense of like playing a long game. It really is like not being able to see the end goal, but still chasing after it, you know? Regardless of anything, can nobody take your education away. Any job that you apply for, off rip, they asking you what's your highest level of education. The fact that you can be able to say, oh, I have my associates, I have my bachelor's, I have my master's, I have my PhD, I have my JD. Like any of that, it can't tell you nothing. And that's just not all, but like that's not all the degrees you can get. But still, education is powerful, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what this social media stuff, like, y'all see how they almost just took TikTok away? Y'all see how fast they just took TikTok away? All them people who, let me not knock nobody, but I'm just saying, like, it's so many people who, you know, didn't go to school or had the opportunity to go to school but didn't because, oh, social media is gonna save my life. Which it definitely can. But like I said, they not gonna be able to take that degree away from you no matter what. And you also have to remember that even if somebody's paying for your school, if you on scholarship, you got a full ride, but especially if you paying out of pocket, you paying for them classes, you're paying them people to teach you, so you need to make it worth your while. Okay, you need to go in there and act like you got some sense. You need to go in there and put your best foot forward every single day, because there's so many people who wish that they were in your position. There's so many people who wake up every day and be like, dang, I wish I could have got out of this city and went to college away somewhere. I wish I could have did this, I wish I could have did that. But they don't have the opportunity. They don't have the support. They don't have even if you out here doing it on your own, like I said, you gotta want it for you. You gotta want it for you. Because at the end of the day, it's so many people who wish they was in your shoes, and I can't stress that enough. Like, it could be so many things going on, like the world could be falling on my shoulders, but baby, God gave me the opportunity to get my education, so I'm gonna go get that education. Hello. I know it's a very hard time. It's a very, like, I'm scared type of time. It's a very nervous time, and as you should. You should be all of those things, because life is gonna be so different. Life is about to drastically change for you, but it's going to change for the better. Like I said, without the education, they can't take that away. They can't. They might want to, but they can't. And don't give them the opportunity to either. Hello? Don't do nothing stupid, okay? That's all I got to say. I just hope that you take something away from this video, especially my college freshmen, especially my babies. And not even just like the freshmen, because all my college girlies, all my college men, because yeah, if I say girl in this video or if I say boy, just flip it. You know, it applies both ways. All of the stuff that I'm saying can be used for anybody. Like, but regardless, I just want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, especially with school. I know it can be hard, y'all. It can be hard. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time gig. It really is. It really, really is. So I applaud anybody who's out there, who's working currently, who's trying to do both at the same time, who is doing both at the same time, who thinks that they may not be able to do both at the same time. You will be able to. There is nothing that you can't do, babe. There's nothing that you can't do. All you gotta do is put your mind to it, and it's done. Hopefully I can come back and talk to y'all after graduation again with another video like this, so that y'all can be like, dang. You know, I just feel like college has brought me so many great things, and I just hope that it does the same for you all. And if you guys did take anything away from this video, or just want to hear me yap and talk anymore, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video, because I would love to see y'all some more. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback down in the comments, because that's what these type of videos are. We sit, we kiki, we do our makeup, and we chat. Follow me on TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.